So you've been trying to increase your online presence to attract new clients, and you're just not sure how to do it, and you're struggling because there's so much information out there, you're not too sure what works or what doesn't work. Well, this video is going to help you, share with you what I've been doing to help increase my clientele and grow my business, and so that you don't have to struggle. I have a 3-part series that is going to share with you what I've learned over the few years that I've been doing some online training. And so hopefully this 3-part series can help you. And I call it How to Build Your Online Personal Training Business Without Expensive Website Designers or Being a Social Media Expert. Hi, my name is Eric Su. I'm a personal trainer with the National Federation of Professional Trainers since 1999. And over this time, I've incorporated and started my own business. I also started my personal fitness studio in 2005. And since then, I've been training kids, adults, and seniors. And in 2014, I sold that facility, and now I've been strictly doing online personal training with some few clients here locally. But for the most part, over the last 4 years, I've been learning from the best marketers and online marketers about how to attract clients, how to grow a business, and be an entrepreneur, if you will, using online digital marketing techniques. And so I wanted to share with you 3 of those aspects today, but this is a 3-part series, and I'm breaking it up because each part has a little bit different information. And this first part is going to be about how to kind of set yourself up so that you can begin the process of being this online presence. Okay, and this first part, there's 3 specific things that everyone needs to work on so that they can set themselves apart, that they can begin sharing who they are, and then hopefully have something for the people that you want to attract, something for them. Okay, so I want to break this down, and let me just start by saying there's something called the attractive character. That's number 1. Number 2, there's something called the culture. And number 3, there's something called the opportunity. Okay, so in this video, which I'm going to keep really brief so that it's not too long, I'm going to go over these 3 specific areas to how you can become that expert and begin to grow your online business. All right, so let's dive right into it. Much of the information I'm going to be sharing with you in this first part is coming from a book called Expert Secrets. And this is a book from Russell Brunson. It's a great book. It's helped me restructure how I look at my business, and this attractive character, this culture, and this opportunity, these 3 specific areas is covered in his first chapter called How to Create a Mass Movement. Now, we're all in the same, if you will, industry, the health and wellness industry, and we are looking to help others. We are on a mission, if you will, to help people eat better, help people get stronger, help people lose weight, and so forth, right? And so in a way, when you go online, we want to create this movement, if you will, for ourselves and to help others, right? And so that's what he called this chapter. And there's these 3 specific areas called the attractive character, the culture, and opportunity. So let's dive right into what each one specifically means. And so when you get the full picture, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Now, if we want to increase our visibility, okay, online, we all need to have this character, okay? And if you think about it, all great series, movies, TV series have this attractive character, right? And so there's several types of characters that you can actually be, and there's specific elements, right? Now, there is the leader type attractive character, there is the adventurer character, there is the reporter character, and there is the reluctant hero character. Now, you can imagine what each one is. You could perhaps even identify who you are as a leader, as a reporter, as a adventurer, right? And so once you know the type of person you are, that's how you probably will come across when you do videos, when you do your website, and how you present yourself, and so forth. Now, each of these characters also has something called a backstory. Who are you? What's your background? And they tell stories, okay? And that is the best way I found to communicate your message, okay? Now, you may even have some character flaws, which is opening yourself up and being vulnerable for those who are looking at who you are, right? And then you might be creating what's called polarity. Polarity is an interesting concept because at first I wasn't too sure, but it really is something that separates you from someone else and creates this identity, if you will, of who you are, right? So an example of polarity would be like some people, they will put, let's see here, butter in their coffee, right? And to make it sweeter or taste better. I don't drink coffee, but anyhow, you get the idea. They've created this segment where they've come in and used butter versus cream, and now they've created this separation between cream and butter people, right? So they've created some type of polarity behind this position they have, right? So anyhow, so that you have this attractive character, and that's the first part. And you may want to go back and ask some people, well, how do you see me? And get their feedback, and then they'll probably tell you some of these characteristics of who you are, and then you probably will conclude that you're the leader, or you're the adventurer, or you even may know that you're the adventurer, where you go out and do some weird things and so forth. So those are the things that you want to identify first and foremost. Sure, right? And we all know what culture is. So we can just say Apple, for example. They have a great culture, right? Of people who, they may be eccentric, they may be affluent, but they have an image of them for themselves versus Microsoft, right? They have this culture, and they all express this way of thinking or doing and acting, right? So when we're talking about culture, we're going to be focusing in on how do people perceive what you're doing, right? Do you have a grunge style culture? Do you have a more polished culture, right? And everyone who you are going to attract will kind of be in this sort of mood, right? So this is a, do you want to only attract people who are females and who are wealthy, or females who are younger and who are athletic, right? And you have this culture. I want to go back to CrossFit, which I have a very unique culture, right? If you're in CrossFit, awesome for you, and you have created this community, if you will, of people who think alike, do things similarly, and believe certain things, right? And so you want to create this culture as well, and you do this by expressing what you believe, what you do, and how you think, right? And so if you're going to go out there and say that burpees are awesome, or burpees are really terrible, and that we don't do them here because we don't want to injure our members and so forth. Well, you're creating this culture of behind that, and so notice those things and create a culture so that people can be welcome to it, or they don't want to be a part of it, right? So culture is very important. Now, and then there's the third part, which is the opportunity. Now, we all are giving people something or an offer so that they can say yes or no to, right? And so is the opportunity you are presenting something that they want, okay? When I go back and think about what I was offering when I had my fitness studio, I was offering people an opportunity to come train in my facility and work on functional style training, right? It was boot camp style. It was a combination of that, a circuit training style. It was a little bit of everything, but it was mainly a functional based training program. We used the TRX. We focused in on dumbbells, free weights, tubing, and so forth, right? And so so I created basically opportunities for them and created specific offers so that they could say yes or no to, right? And so there's something really important here that I want to make sure that you guys realize too, which is when creating this opportunity, is it different from someone else's opportunity? You know, so everyone's got personal training, for example, but is there something specific that you are throwing in there with your personal training to make an offer that makes the whole personal training experience different? So let me just give you an example. So let's just say that so you're switching. You want someone to switch from what they're currently doing with this personal training or personal trainer to another personal trainer, yourself, right? And so what we need to know is whether or not what you are offering is different from what they're currently getting. So what could that mean? That could be something like, well, personal training is a interaction where you go and train somebody. But does that end there? Are you putting something into this opportunity to make that your position or offer better, right? So are you putting in some follow-up consultation calls with your personal training? Are you also throwing in a Facebook community app or a Facebook community page so that this person can be a part of? Are you throwing a membership site or something so that this person can log in to update their information with you? Or you can throw information in this membership site so that they can get it easily. And so you are throwing in all these extras, if you will, in addition to your personal training. Does that make sense? And so basically what I want to say here is that although we all provide some fitness training expertise, what in addition could you be putting in to your service so that not only is it a new opportunity but a better offer? Because we all provide some type of fitness training, and that is great and that's wonderful. But was there something special that you do better than someone else so that your opportunity is much more attractive? Okay? Are you providing recipes? Are you doing extra things so that, and don't get me wrong, you don't want to be repeating the wheel here. This could be something that you do once and do once and then put into a automatic system so that once this person signs up, boom, they got this recipe book, boom, they got this membership site, whatever, right? And so it is a great way to separate yourself from the regular trainer who just trains. This is basically what I'm saying. Okay, so all right, so this is getting a little bit long, but I wanted to make sure I recap all of this information. And remember, this book right here has all the details that I'm talking about. Now, first thing was the attractive character. Who are you? What is it that somebody will identify who you are? The leader, the crusader, the adventurer, the reporter, or the reluctant hero. Okay, who are you? So people want to know, and then people want to know your backstory. You tell people your backstory through stories, right? And you might have character flaws, so that you're vulnerable, and that people can get closer to you, if you will. And then there's also this polarity. What makes you stand out from the regular trainers? Okay, so that's your attractive character. And then are you creating this culture, this image, right? And you know, go back to CrossFit, for example, and they have this culture, right? And people do the workouts of the day, people do certain exercise movements and so forth. What are you creating, right? And so hopefully that's expressed. And then the opportunity we talked about, and that's the third one. What is it that makes you different from someone else? What are you offering so that somebody can consider your personal training service than someone else's, right? Is it that you're always on time? Is it that you provide an extra meal planning? Is it because you provide something extra in addition to your personal training? Okay, and so those are the 3 things that I just wanted to cover with you guys. I know there's more information in the book that you can always grab, and if you like this one, continue watching, because there's 2 more coming up, and hopefully all of 3 of these episodes will help you become a better online personal trainer and grow your business. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to learn this information. If you want to know more about who I am, what I do, there should be a link to my website, and if you want, you can reach me on Facebook, and I'll put that link in the Facebook, or put that Facebook link in the post so that you can reach out and connect with me as well. I look forward to hearing your feedback and comments about this, and with anything, I really appreciate you guys watching. All right.